Howdy, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of What the F Game Is That? And today I am playing Ehrgeiz, an arcade game from 1998 that came out on the PlayStation the end of 1998 and the next year in the US. This is a Japanese game that's a collaboration between Dream Factory, Namco, and Squaresoft. And as you can see in the character select screen there are actually some Final Fantasy VII characters you could choose from. But I am choosing Yo-Yo Yoko, and the reason for that is many moons ago, when I was a student at Georgia Tech, they had this game in the Student Center, and I was playing it every day until they got rid of it. And Yoko was the character of choice for me then, and I guess it has something to do with the fact that this was around the same time as Tekken 3, and my favorite character from there was Ling Xiaoyu, and she is still a favorite of mine, even though lately I prefer Asuka Kazama, but my go-to character for any Tekken game, well, the ones he appears in, is Li Chaolan. But as you can see here, this game is a fully 3D fighter, and as you can see, Yoko there runs around in the ring, and as we get to the next stage, you'll see that actually you can jump to higher platforms. Actually, you won't see that on the next stage because I completely dominate poor Joe here, and you'll notice a lot of similarities in the characters between this game and Tekken. I said that Yoko reminded me of Ling Xiaoyu. Joe here sort of reminds me of Eddie Gordo in some of her moves. And the control system on this game was a little different. You had the joystick, of course, and you had 4 buttons, but the 4 buttons were a low attack, a high attack, a guard button, and a special button. And the special button activated, well, for Yoko it was her yo-yo, and for Joe there it's her half jaguar, half monkey thing that she turns into. And your remaining power in your special attack is represented by that pink bar there. But similar to Tekken, you could use the attack buttons and the special button in combination to form different string attacks, and actually you could use the guard button as well. For this game, though, I tended to keep it simple and just stick with the simple attacks, not using any of the quarter turns or the half turns or anything like that. And also there you can see another sort of neat feature is jumping attacks off of walls and other objects. And actually in the arcade game they had different objects placed around the arenas that you could pick up and use as weapons, shipping crates and things like that. I don't know why they took it out for the PlayStation game. And actually I should have mentioned that this is the PlayStation 1 version of the game that you can get on the Japanese PlayStation Network for 600 yen. It includes the full arcade version, well, as full as they have, as well as a quest mode and a whole section devoted to minigames that are, well, there's an Othello mode and like a beach, I don't know, beach games mode with racing and different things. But I stuck with the arcade just so you could get a feel of what it was like, and for some reason my recording was missing a ton of sound here, so I probably don't have any sound here. So I just cut a bunch of bits for quality, and also to just keep it under 10 minutes. Right here you see me taking out Shu Wen, who I guess sort of reminds me of, was his name Wang from one of the earliest Tekkens? But I make a miraculous comeback here and manage to win. Like I said, you can get this version on the Japanese PlayStation Network. I'm sure if you are interested, there are places online where you can find out how to set up an account on plenty of places on YouTube, I'm sure. But you have to buy the Japanese PSN gift card thingy from a retailer online, so you can fill it up. It's not like the Wii, where the Wii actually accepts, the Japanese Wii actually accepts American credit cards, so that's kind of unfortunate. But here you see me against the final boss, Django, and I have failed a few times, once or twice, as you can tell by the time there. So I just kept it simple with these middle spinning heel kicks here, and he seems to have trouble with that. But like I said, this is episode 1. I have a couple of PC games and actually some Amiga games that I'm interested in recording as soon as I figure out how to do that off of my PC. But I have lots of old games that I will hopefully post up here for you to see. But I'm going to close it out here with Yoko's finishing movie.
Turn it off!